Hey everyone, I'm Almar of almarsguides.com, and this video here is going to be part 2 of my guy with a dog walkthrough in Kenshi. So in part 1 of the walkthrough, we started out in Bast, we got all the way over to the fishing village, and then we basically started doing what we needed to do around the fishing village. This was basically looting everything that we could possibly get our hands on, feeding our characters with the money that we get from looting. Also, for those of you who didn't see part 1 and you're wondering how to feed your dog, in order to feed your dog in this game, before you have a backpack, you just drop food on the ground and the dog will eat the food off the ground. Make sure you only drop food in singles though, and not in stacks, because the dog will eat the entire stack of food, and I do not think he will get benefit from the nutrition value of all of the food he eats, only one. After you get pretty much situated in this town, what you're going to want to do is basically spin around your camera constantly around town looking for fights, like I just did there with that bone dog. I was able to see the little splotch of blood on the ground, and I was able to run over to that bone dog and loot up what I needed. I wouldn't recommend venturing too far from town, as it will get more and more risky the further you go out. Although it is worth mentioning, there is really no guards here that you can run to anyway. If enemies are attacking you and you run into this village, the village isn't going to save you. So that's a bit of an issue. So there is this mine right outside the village, which you see here, that I've been mining for quite a while. I'm actually going to stop right now. And what our purpose is for this video is we've basically reached the point where we're ready to leave the fishing village, and we're going to travel south to World's End. We have to travel up the big mountain in order to get to World's End. It's going to be a pretty long trip, but it's usually pretty safe. I'm going to save anyway, though. Before heading out and onto this trip, I'd recommend you have at least a couple of companions like you see me with here. I have 7 companions. Well, technically 7 characters, not 7 companions. Technically, the longer you wait at the fishing village, the better too. My bone dog is still a pup, and ideally it would be nice if he grew up to teen, because then he would move faster. But I can't remember how long it takes for him to grow up. It's been 12 days since I got him, since you get him at the start of the game. So see that that path going up the mountain right there, the one that zigzags going up the mountain, that's the one we need to follow. So we're heading towards this path right over here. We have to watch out for cannibals too, because there will be cannibals throughout this area. Otherwise, it's relatively safe. And we have 2 options as far as what we're doing now. We can go to World's End, and then we can go down to the hidden forest if we wanted, and we could set up a base in the hidden forest. Well, technically we wouldn't be setting up a base just yet, but we could basically go to the hidden forest. Hold on, I just seen somebody eat a severed cannibal leg over there, which means there was fights. I would like to have some more loot before going to World's End. A bunch of goats and bone dogs that are dead. Excellent. That's like the #1 things I would like to pick up. I don't see any other enemies nearby. Goats are very, very good because they drop a lot of meat. They also drop a small amount of pelts, but the meat is the bigger thing you want. I'm gonna kill this raptor too, since he's basically already dead. Oh, those tech hunters spooked me for a second. I could technically talk to these tech hunters and hire them to protect me like this if I wanted to. But I'm not going to do that just yet. I want to do that when I reach World's End, because I would like to take them into Holy Nation territory, because I think that's where I'm going. I don't really want to go to the Hidden Forest, although that probably would be smarter because I have a Shek in my group. Horse is a Shek, and if I go into Holy Nation territory, he is going to be enslaved. But I kind of want to see what happens, because I've never given over my non-humanoids to the people in the Holy Nation. So I'm kind of curious how that'll go. Also, another thing about the Holy Nation is if one of your characters ever loses... Ooh, I forgot my dog. Where is my dog? Another thing about the Holy Nation is if one of your characters ever loses a limb, you're not going to be able to replace it with a robotic because they will hate you if you do. So the Holy Nation territory is really only a place where you're going to want to stay for the very, very first part of the game. And then you'll want to move out of there. Because they're a little bit annoying. Still, though, they're better than the Empire territories, because the Empire territories, you'll just be sold into slavery constantly. And it's a real pain in the ass. One thing, though, there's a few unique people we can get in World's End up here. Companions. And there's also a few unique companions we can actually get in the Hidden Forest area, too. We're probably not going to go to Hidden Forest with this video, though, because it's quite a run away from where we're going now. What my game plan, though, is to go to World's End, get some companions, and also get some companions, maybe get it. Oh, that's going the wrong way. Get some backpacks, because that would be... I need more backpacks for my characters. Armor and weapons, we probably don't have the money to afford. Food, backpacks, and protection to go into Holy Nation territory is what I was looking at. Why does it look like that's, Am I going to be able to run through that? Yeah, I am. Okay. I don't know why it's like that. That should look like a gate, but it's currently bugged out where it looks like a impassable wall. Oh, their whole thing's bugging out. It's like, that's interesting. I've never seen it bug out like this here. It's always looked normal to me. It's funny. They got the Holy Nation statues there, the prayer statues or whatever they are. Yeah, this whole town is bugged out for some reason. It is definitely not normally like this. Must be like an import game glitch that I experienced, because it looks like it imported maybe buildings right on top of each other. Well, that's unfortunate. I can't see jack shit. Alright, let's save and reload this file and hope it works. Let me save over a different... We'll do video save. I don't want to save over this same file in case I have to restart the video because of this bug. I think it fixed. Yep, it fixed. Okay, there we go. So that bug got fixed. Good. That was going to be an annoying one if it didn't. Now let's see. There's one companion. No, he's wait. Blend. He has a I wish I could look at which hive he's from. He looks like a southern hive, which southern hivers are actually pretty rare as far as I'm aware. There's a skeleton over there, too, that I would recruit if I wasn't going to Holy Nation territory. Horse, we're going to not put anything on you. So there's some backpacks. We spent 2K of our money so far. Healing kits are a little bit expensive here, but that's fine, I guess. So, as far as unique companions go, we should be able to find some in these bars. There's also going to be ancient science books for sale here. I think 3 of them. Let me Google search. There we go. Kenshi unique recruits. Got to move my post-it notes around. One thing you have to keep an eye out for is be careful about hiring tech hunters to protect you if you're going into Holy Nation territory. Because there's a chance they will come with a skeleton. Or if they don't come with a skeleton, one of their guys might have a prosthetic arm, which will end up getting you killed. So let's see. We will do world. And So Bard is one of the unique recruits here. So if we see Bard, we'll have to talk to him. I usually always get Bard. He's pretty common on my playthroughs. Let's see who else is here. Hobbs, who we already got him, and Silvershade. So technically Bard and Silvershade are the two unique recruits that we can get at this location that we don't already have. And as you can see, this area has a lot of bars, which is fine with us because we need the dried meat. Dried meat, as far as I know, is the highest or is the best nutritional value per money that you're going to be spending. Weapon shop. Do I want to buy weapons right now? I think I'd rather buy armor than weapons. So let's see what we got as far as armor goes. Nice selection. $2,800 for I think we're going to try to buy cheapy stuff. I don't want to buy that leather shirt. Let's see. Horse, you're probably going to be sold into slavery, so I'm not too concerned with you. Green finger, let's see. 2,800. I do like that one, even though the mercenary leather armor isn't the best. It's still better than nothing. Kenshi, we'll do mercenary leather armor on you too. My money's already starting to evaporate. Oh noes. We'll put that on you. I really don't want to buy a high grade pair of the samurai cloth pants. We'll do normal armored rag skirt instead. Now let's see. 3,900 for the plate jacket. I mean, I guess. 8,000 cats left. So that's the last thing I'll buy as far as armor goes. So my characters are outfitted in some decent stuff. They're not naked now, so that's a win. Let's see what this shop has. 5,000 cats. Technically, I can't spend... Ooh, what is this? Oh, I thought that was a body, but it was a searchlight. Thought I was going to be able to get some extra money. Okay, I can't really buy any of that right now. So I have two options. One, I can go into Holy Nation territory without an escort, or two, I can spend my remaining cats on an escort and then take that into Holy Nation territory. No matter what, once I get into Holy Nation territory, I am going to have to give up Horse because he's a Shek, which they're not going to like, so they're going to take him from me. The first patrol that sees me will stop me and basically tell me to surrender my slave. So, let's actually go into Holy Nation territory without an escort. We're just going to go in there. How we got it now. Let's check this first bar. Maybe Bard will be in there. I think Bard joins you without having to pay anything. I think Silvershade usually has a bar tab of like 2,500 cats. Bard, I think, joins you. No questions asked. Yeah, I don't see Bard anywhere. They're usually not on the second floor anyway. Alright, time to head out. Let's see. Alright, let's go south out of here. And we're going to go to the Holy Nation territory. So basically, at the start of the game, you're faced with two options. You can either go to Holy Nation territory, or you can go to Empire territory. And then further into the game, like where I am now, you're going to be faced with another two options. You can go to the Hidden Forest and set up camp there, which is going to be on the edge of Holy Nation territory, but not quite in Holy Nation territory. Or you can go directly into Holy Nation territory, which is what we're doing now, with going into Akron's Valley. Holy Nation territory, in my opinion, is going to be better for newbies because it's more friendly, assuming, of course, you have a Greenlander in your party or a Scorchlander. Or rather, sorry, your party is all Greenlanders or Scorchlanders. Because if your party is a variety of races, the Holy Nation aren't going to like that. You have to be basically a human. And off we go. I want to go down to Akron's Pride. I think that's going to be where my second... Ooh, Wolf Den 5 has been wiped out. So where are they? If I could loot them, that would be ideal. Let's look around for blood patches on the ground. Like I said before, for the most part, this place is going to be... oh, there's a wolf. This place is going to be friendly to all of the characters that I have, except for a horse. Let's see if anybody's limping after this. Yeah, and she's limping, but she's still moving at a decent pace. 7 miles per hour. It's better than picking her up. Oh yeah, and she is moving super duper slow. Technically, I should watch out for the Holy Nation outlaws too. Huh. Technically, I guess I can buy this entire settlement if I wanted to. Ah, you can't buy the... You can't buy the general storage building, that's fun. You can buy every other building there. Avoid the escaped servants. Don't really want to engage into combat with them. I would like to get down to the actual city I want to go to first. What's going on over here? Ooh, bone dogs fighting. The Holy Nation bone dog fighting a normal bone dog. We're going to run over here and we're going to loot this bone dog. Why is Almar going so slow? Oh, okay. Weighed down with all that meat he's got on him. Those Holy Nation outlaws are probably going to walk right into my group and it's going to result in combat. A few more bone dogs walking over there. Man, there's a lot of bone dogs in this area. I'm not actually too familiar with the Holy Nation lands. I've not been here very often. I've never done a Holy Nation playthrough. This will actually technically be the first time that I'm doing a Holy Nation lands. I have been in Hidden Forest though. I do know Hidden Forest pretty well. There's a Flotsam Ninja's main hideout is in the Hidden Forest. And you can get quite a few unique recruits at that hideout if you want to. I think like 3 or 4 unique recruits. Basically, how this playthrough is going to go is we're going to set up shop in the Holy Nation territory, and then eventually we're going to be driven out of Holy Nation territory because once characters start losing limbs and we start replacing limbs with robotics, it's going to piss off the Holy Nation really fast. And basically, at some point in time, you basically have to replace your limbs with robotics anyway. You're just not going to have an option otherwise. Otherwise, you're going to lose all your limbs and your character is just going to be useless each time you lose a limb. Especially if you lose a leg, then you're basically just completely useless. I wonder what the, let's see. 100% arid. Exactly as I expected. Wonder if Horse is going to be taken to Rebirth. That'll be interesting. Because then he would be in the same location where you get the slaves start. When the slaves are taken to Rebirth and forced to mine. We're starting to move into the Akron's Pride area. Still haven't lost Horse yet. One thing I could do too is I could technically leave Horse someplace else and not even hand him over as a slave. Like I could take Horse through the hidden forest, and then I could also I could use him for basically shopping outside of Holy Nation territory, and then have him pass off items to people as they were coming into Holy Nation territory, or have him pass off items to like my own characters, meet him at the border zone or some shit like that. This area right here is a pretty good spot for a base, if I must say so myself. It's got iron, it's got copper, and let's see. Okay, it's still got Akron's Valley. Let's go to Akron's Pride. So 100, it's got half arid, half green right here, technically, because it's on the border of Akron's Valley and Akron's Pride. That would be a good spot, though. We're not quite ready to set up a base with this playthrough. We still have to do some more money grinding. Right now, we're essentially just moving into the territory that we want to do the first part of the game in. Because getting out of Bast was the first thing we needed to do, and get to the fishing village. And then once we got to the fishing village, we needed to stabilize our characters. So that we'd have the food and the supplies needed for this journey. Is this the river raptors that was wiped out? Yes, it was. The river raptors, though, they don't give that good of loot. They just give 4 foul meat and an animal skin, which is like nothing. Not concerned about running over there and looting their corpses. Bone dogs, I would. Bone dogs drop enough stuff that it's worth looting. And here we are, Holy Nation territory. So Blister Hill should be coming up here on the right. Somewhere. There's Holy Nation. Let's run away. I'm not quite ready to give up Horse yet, even though I kind of want to. Technically, I think I could sell Horse into slavery here. I might be able to like literally take him to the temple or whatever it is, the police station in Holy Nation territory, and sell him into slavery. Kind of fucked up. So I think this leads, yeah, it does go. It goes up into the Rebirth area, as expected. So let's see. I'll send Almar into town. We're gonna do some early scouting. One thing too is if you wanted to make extra money on your way down here, you could always raise your thievery skills, and then you could have did a lot of stealing in World's End, and then you could have sold everything down here. Alternatively, you could steal everything from down here and then sell it in World's End. skills? No. Nerg? Nope, neither of them are unique recruits. There's a few unique recruits you can get in Holy Nation territory. Griffin is one of the most well-known ones. He's an ex-Holy Nation Paladin guy. Orek. He's got decent stats. What about him? Nope, he's not a unique companion. But he does have good stats. 10 strength, 10 dexterity, 10 toughness. That's not bad for a companion. Another bar. Let's see if this has has any companions that I want. Finns. Griffin, there we go. So Griffin is one of the unique companions, like I said. I don't think he costs money, but I guess we'll see. Then you are not my wanderer. Not yet, anyway. Give me a little bit of time to make that money, and I will get you, Griffin. Alright, so that's all we can do here for right now. What we need to do now is we need to make money, really. I don't see anything, don't see any enemies around. Essentially what we're going to do is, I guess, horse. I'll leave horse up here. We'll give him some food so he doesn't starve to death. Because we're not ready to give up on horse yet. Not quite ready, horse, to give up on you. Hungry bandits. We want to avoid them. Not interested in raising our toughness right now. So we're not going to fight them. And they also don't carry much loot. So there's no point in going out of our way to fight them. Cannibal storage. That's weird. Right outside of the main town, they just leave that cannibal storage there. So where's the river raptors that got annihilated? At least I could loot them. These holy mines and holy farms are actually pretty good areas to loot too. Although you will need higher thievery skills and stuff like that to effectively loot them. This is heading into Skinner's Roam. Skinner's Roam is like the teen newbie zone of the Holy Nation. Akron's Pride is like the very, very newbie zone of when your stats are like 10 and below. Skinner's Roam, usually when your stats are in the teens or when your stats are in the 20s, that's when I would go to Skinner's Roam. These river raptors are good for raising your stats against too, because they won't eat your bodies when you finish getting your ass beat by them. They will sometimes though hang around and prevent you from getting up, which is a bit of an issue. But they won't loot your bodies, they won't eat your bodies, and most of the time they will walk away. One thing you could do here too is if you wanted to completely skip Holy Nation territory, we could continue going south into the border zone and use the hub and Squin as newbie zones. And those are arguably the best newbie zones in the entire game. So you have a lot of different options available to you. You can, and actually, I would honestly recommend that unless you deliberately wanted to mess around in Holy Nation zones, because the border zone is just the best noob zone. It's really the best that you can get, no matter how you cut it. Oh, this is a bone dog nest. Yeah, it is. So I don't want to just kamikaze bomb into it. Also, if we went down to border zone, we would be able to keep horse. So that's always good too. And we would be able to recruit more Shek. We would be able to recruit named Shek too, like Kang, Ruka, and Rain the Giant. Those are great early companions because they all come with decent stats. Especially Kang and Rain the Giant. We're going to attack this pack of bone dogs that are roaming because we can't find anything else that has money, and we could use some extra. Man, Greenfinger just got, like, torn up. Greenfinger unconscious already. These guys are going to basically obliterate us. I do not think they will eat our bodies, though. When they're done, they should walk away. Yep, just like that. So there we go. Save his life. You need to save Hobbs's life real quick. So ideally I wonder if I can find a pack of river raptors that is mostly stationary that I can use to raise my toughness against. Because that would help out a lot for this part of the game. Good. I thought it was gonna let me loot my dog's corpse. Soman and Hobbs are down. Nope, that's not good. More bone dogs are coming back. Gosh darn it. I wonder if these are the same ones that I beat up. Yeah, they are. That's pretty funny. I guess this is their roam area. They came back for round 2. That's fine. They didn't seriously injure me that time. They just basically knocked me unconscious again. We don't have anything else to do while waiting anyway, so. So yeah, I would honestly probably recommend you guys go into the border zone and use that as your newbie location. And if you do decide to go that route, then you can very, very easily just switch to my Kenshi walkthrough, my main Kenshi walkthrough, instead of Guy with a Dog. Because Guy with a Dog is going to contain unique information for doing the Holy Nation newbie zone and or the Hidden Forest newbie zone. I'm not going to cover the border zone newbie zone because I already covered that in my primary walkthrough, since that's where most people start out. Oh wow, everybody's in a recovery coma except for Yanchi. Can you run fast? Yeah, you can. Good. What is this combat over here? Let's check this out. All my characters. Oh, cool. So, a Holy Nation patrol ran into this bone dog nest that we almost ran into. So, we're going to do some looting. No, that's not good. Gosh darn it, I was worried about that. Yes, here, come on, come. Yes, thank you, Holy Nation people. Thou hast saved me. The only downside, though, is Yanshi's going to be unconscious. Okay, so Almar will technically be the first to wake up with -13. That pack of Holy Nation patrols came pretty close. What's going on down here? River raptors? Yep. And they're fighting more river raptors over there. Some of the Holy Nation people might actually die when fighting these river raptors, which would actually be good for me because I'll be able to loot their corpses and sell the goodies. Okay, so Yanshi's back up, which is great. And we can do some looting in this area. As you can see, her toughness isn't bad. It's 24. The reason we got beat up so badly is because her armor is beyond terrible. Which slot she even has armor in. She has a chest piece. She has no leg armor. None at all. Even her boots are wooden sandals. So, oop, that's not good. That's not what I want. Where's the other bone dog corpses? Aha, they're over here. Where's that one bone? Okay. The one that's like crawling towards me. I'm not really concerned with him right now. He can't... I can run a lot faster than him, so as long as I keep an eye on him. No other corpses? Unfortunate. Alrighty, so let's head back to my guys with Yanshi. My dog just woke up. -4, -4. Hobbs is going to be unconscious for a while, and so is Soma. But I will have enough, I can carry them. So technically, ideally from here, I guess the best thing would be to go just straight south into the border zone. It would probably be, at least for you guys watching the video, it would be an easier newbie experience than the one I'm going to have here in the Holy Nation territory. The only reason I am going to stay in the Holy Nation territory is because I personally want to learn it and experience it. That way I can accurately document it. Oh, look, a little lost drone walking by. Hey, little Mr. Hiver. You are in the, like, completely wrong spot. You're going to be completely torn to shreds. I think he... Oh, no, he's going towards Akron's Gulf. Yeah, he's walking towards his death. R.I.P. Mr. Hiver guy. Mr. Hiver fella. So you might be wondering, if I'm going into the border zone, what am I going to do with Horse? Good question. Actually, we're just going to basically teleport Horse to us once we get there. He's cool where he is now. And we can use Squin as a mining base if we wanted to go all the way to the border zone. There's a couple great mining nodes outside there. Copper, iron. We may be able to find a few really good mining nodes around here too. Residential. I wonder if Horse would be sold into slavery and put on one of these holy farms. That's kind of what I want to know. I might actually go hire some sheks that I don't really care about and then bring them here and sell them into slavery. Because I'm very, very curious what's going to happen. I'm curious if they're going to be taken to Rebirth and forced to work there, or if they're going to work at one of these Holy Nation farms, or exactly how it's going to work. Why is my dog running at, like, turbo speed now? He's still a pup. Oh, because everybody else is carrying somebody, that's why. So from where we are right now, we are in running distance of the border zone. The hub is like right here in the middle, and then you have Squin, which is right here, in between those two mountains. What's all this combat going on? Raptors. Oh wow, yeah, lots of raptors. This is going to be a lot of loot. Okay, so one thing that's actually interesting you might not know about is you can actually make these, like, see this pack of roaming wild bulls? You can make them attack the Holy Nation guards by doing this. Wait until they're in line of sight. There we go. They're in line of sight with Almar, kind of. Attack unprovoked. Once they can see me, and I select this attack unprovoked, there you go. They're running towards Almar right now. See, the whole pack is running towards me? When I get them close enough to the guards will help me. My characters, I do not want you doing any of that. You need to let Almar do his own thing. Usually attack all doesn't piss them all off unless you pick their leader. But attack target will trigger them like this. The idea is to basically piss them off and pull them over to the guards like you see me doing. And then we're going, ooh, no, don't fight them, Almar. If he fights them, that'll end badly for me. The more I pull the guards out, the better, because then they'll attack the bulls at a further distance. Usually you're not going to be able to pull the entire pack back to the town, but you're able to pull singles like this off of them. So there we're pulling the entire pack to town. So I'm going to try to play my cards right. There we go. So now we're going to have this entire pack of bulls to loot. Once they get done killing. There's a chance the entire pack of bulls might end up killing all of the guards too, which means we'll have more to loot. This is one thing I do like about Holy Nation territory, is the enemies around here are a lot more worth looting than the border zone. The border zone you're going to be getting mostly hungry bandits, which aren't really worth your time to loot. Let me send Almar in there because he's already, like, basically encumbered. You're encumbered. Kenshi, what about you? You're encumbered. Okay, everybody's basically encumbered. Did the bulls win? Yeah, the bulls basically have won. Well, no, they haven't. Not yet. There's a few high paladins that are alive, and they got stats in the 60s, so... This is probably some of the best money you can get early game too, by pulling these packs of bulls into the guards at Holy Nation. At what is this town? Bad Teeth? I think it's Bad Teeth. Yeah, Bad Teeth. The reason you want to do this town in particular is because this is where the most bulls roam by. These bulls roam by in mass in Skinner's Roam. They also roam by in Akron's Gulf, but not as common in my experience. Be careful not to loot any of the Holy Nation guards either, because that will really piss them off. If they leave the guards' bodies out here, though, and enough time goes by, then you can loot them. Just make sure you're sneaking, there's no guards around to see you, yada yada yada. And you won't be able to sell their loot at the Holy Nation towns. You'll have to run to another town in order to sell the loot, because it will be counted as... you have a very low fencing chance to fence Holy Nation loot in Holy Nation towns. You might be able to find a shinobi ninja guy in one of these Holy Nation towns, but I'm not sure. Okay, I think that's all of them. The only things that would be left to loot are the Holy Nation soldiers, which I don't want to loot right now, because there's still tons of Holy Nation nearby. So now we just need to wait until daybreak and sell what we got. No more bulls walking around. Alrighty, let's head on into town. Bars should still be open. Good. Good, good. Centrist, tourist, neither unique companions. So see, these horns, they sell for 137 a pop, which is pretty darn good, and these animal skins sell for 240 a pop. So we effectively paid for all of our food for a while. That's exactly what I wanted to happen in Holy Nation territory. I've actually never been bothered about one of these guys before. Okay, good. They didn't bother me. I was worried that was going to end badly for me. I've never been, I have been bothered by the Holy Nation before. Usually so long as you're carrying around the book, they don't care. And I'm not carrying around the book. And you're supposed to, I think, carry around the book on every single one of your characters? I can't remember. The Holy Flame, there you go. That's the book I need to keep with me. Let's see. Plastic Surgeon, no. So yeah, there are shinobi. See this thief fence? I would be able to sell any of the stuff I looted off the Holy Nation guards outside at this thief fence. He only has 6,000 gold though, but that's not too big of a deal. Also, thieves, they buy everything off of you for minus 50%. So that is the downside of thievery. Okay, so did I sell everything already? No, I guess I did. Well, I got 24,000 cats back, so we'll be able to spend that on armor or weapons or whatever it may be. Did all the paladins get up? None of them are dead? Yep, all the paladins got up, not a single one died. Let's loot these swamp raptors. The foul meat isn't really worth grabbing. I should probably just leave the foul meat. The animal skin is the 200 cats. Foul meat is good for feeding my dog, though. But I already got plenty of it, so I don't really need that much more. Drop some on the ground so he can eat. And we go out here and we basically just wait for those we wait for those animals to walk by. And then we do that attack trick. We can do it with this bone dog too. There we go. Basically how the attacked thing works is when you select attack unprovoked to target, if they have line of sight on you, they're going to start running at you to fight you. And then you just run to the guards, and the guards will intercept and take out the target that's running at you. You can do this in most towns. It depends on what sorts of enemies roam by the town. This area has pretty good enemies that roam by the town, like you've seen with the giant wildebeest packs, which is one of the reasons I like doing it here more so than other places. You can also see that this they got some nice copper resources nearby too, which I think I'm actually going to take advantage of, because I think I'm going to buy a building in this town and then have people mine those copper and have them constantly basically sell the copper and make a ton of money. So what buildings can I buy in this town? Residential small. This building is quite far away. I don't know if I guess I really have no choice but to buy this one longhouse that's all the way down there. I hope that copper is close enough though to where they'll run down and drop it off in the longhouse, because if not, I'll have to buy something a little bit closer. Alternatively, like I said, I can just go to the border zone and start up the noob zone there if I wanted to. It's all an option. But anyway, this is pretty much the end of part 2. I've done basically everything I wanted to do in this video. And the next video is going to be, I guess, moving on from where I am now, or the gameplay loop of where I am now. Because all we're going to be doing right now is basically making more money. And also, we forgot about Horse. We kind of have to take care of him. What I'm probably going to do is run down into the border zone, and then we'll do the load trick. Let me see if I can do that right now, actually. Who's 23 miles an hour, 14, 20. So Yanchi, you look like you're our fastest runner, so we're going to use you. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have Yanchi run all the way down to the hub / Squin by herself, and we're going to teleport our entire party there. That's the last trick I can show you with this video. And it's a trick you'll probably be using a lot, because it's a lot easier to do. It's a lot easier to run one character to your destination and then reset all of your squad positions to that destination than it is to run your entire squad to that destination. We'll run up here and we'll sell some of the meat and other stuff in Almar's inventory while we're waiting on our lady to get there. Leather turtleneck. Yeah, I kind of do want the leather turtleneck. Wow, Greenfinger has a lot of meat. Had a lot of meat now. So Yanchi is almost at the hub now. She should be passing the rebel base moment. Well, hold on. Let me switch to her. The rebel base should be around here somewhere, which is one of the markers in this area. Ah, we haven't crossed. Or We don't have to cross the river. Yeah, actually. The hub is down here. Went to slightly that lone shack I think she just discovered is probably the rebel base. Yeah, the lone shack right above the hub. We're running up on some hungry bandits. So let's deviate with her a little bit. Oh, okay, the hungry bandits are leaving the road. Apparently they're like trying to intercept me. Here's the rebel base. It's just a lone bar owned by Holy Nation Outlaws, I think it is. There's usually not much you can get here. Just the vendor. He's got basically the same stuff the hub does. We'll just buy the dried fruit. It's really all we need from him. Now off to the hub. This is the most well-known noob zone in the entire Kenshi game. Basically, everybody who's... that's where the main game starts, the hub. Also, there's, I think, 4 of the game starts. 4 or 5 of the game starts start you in the hub. So it's, like I said, the main noob zone. Not only the most common noob zone that you start in, but also the best, in my opinion, noob zone that you start in. And here is Squin. Squin is one of my favorite noob towns. There we go. Now we're at Squin. So this is how you teleport your characters here. Let me wait for it to finish loading so it doesn't mess anything up. Save game. We're going to save over guy with a dog, just like this. Save successful. Wait until it's done. There we go. Load. Reset squad position. See this check right here? What this is going to do is it's going to teleport my entire squad on top of this location, which that includes Horse. That includes everybody else that was standing in Bad Teeth. So Horse, we basically just got him out of Holy Nation lands, and he is now safe in Squin, which is going to be not the capital, but one of the people, a Shek city. And there you go. You can see Horses here. Everybody's here. And that's all there is to it. That's how you basically teleport your squad to wherever you have a unit that you want to move your entire squad to. But anyway, that's really all there is to it. You have plenty of options now. You can mess around in the Holy Nation territory. You can mess around in the border zone. You can go to the Hidden Forest if you wanted to and basically start up there. The choice is yours. If I forgot anything, left anything out, or got anything wrong, please let me know in the comment section below. Aside from that, don't forget to leave me a like if this video did help you guys out. And I guess I'll catch you guys around in part 3 of this walkthrough, which will be the final part, because after that we'll be just merging it into the normal walkthrough. Aside from that though, I will catch you guys around in the next video. Peace.